Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. Do not miss the boat on silver. Do not miss your chance, your opportunity to buy silver while it's cheap, because we will not be seeing these prices for much longer. Silver has already jumped up over $1 in the last couple weeks since it has been a bear market, correcting from that $19.50 range. And this is your last time to capitalize as we go into the holidays. You do not want to be one of those people kicking yourselves in the butt wishing you bought prices right now. This is some of the most common tactics that happen in the world of precious metals. Since people just assume the worst, they have a catastrophic mind state perspective and just always assume that it's too late, or that they missed the boat, or that it's never going to rise again. But you have to look at the precious metals market realistically. Now, right now in the economy, there's several things that are happening. Tensions are at all-time highs. Hong Kong protests are intensifying. The dollar index is decreasing, which does shoot silver prices up. And we've seen time and time again, and actually we have proof right now in this moment in time, precious metals prices are rising because of this. So before prices start to get too much higher, you don't want to wait. If you are looking to buy in the near future, this is your time. Now, it does depend on your game plan, your strategy that you have, but you do not want to be one of those people wishing that you could go back in time to buy right now, because if you wait a couple weeks or a couple months, prices more than likely will be a lot higher. I've been going over chart analysis. I've been doing these articles, researching the patterns, the historical patterns, the context behind it, the way precious metals are moving, the way these markets move, the way that prices are being influenced and manipulated behind the scenes, whether it's from JP Morgan or Merrill Lynch. And all of this combined is giving clear indicators that precious metals are definitely on the verge of exploding, and you don't want to wait and have to pay the higher prices, because you don't have a choice at that point. Right now you have a choice, and you don't want to wait long enough where you don't. Now, I don't want to be a silver pumper misleading you guys saying that silver is going to be exploding to $100, but if you do want to find silver at any type of any type of affordable price, right now is your chance, because anything higher than this, it's going to get a little pricey. Yes, you could still buy it and still probably make some profits, but if you want to get it in the $17 range, your chances now, because silver is already jumped 50 cents in the last day. US dollar, or the dollar index, decreasing, is going to keep pushing prices higher. Hong Kong protests are becoming much more severe, where people are actually getting shot now. Iran tensions, we have stock market volatility, US-China trade wars, which is also influencing other parts of the market, including the dollar index, which is all intertwined and all incorporating together. So if you are on the short end of the stick and you're going to have to be buying these prices higher, your game plan, your overall dollar per spot average is going to be much smaller than right now if you get it in this time window. Now, if you are going to be buying coins like this, you have to follow a strategy and stick to it. You don't want to be buying pandas and American Eagles and generics. You want to have a game plan. Right now, as prices are low, you want to be buying your bullion. Buy your pandas and stuff when prices are high, because regardless if spot price is $20 or $15, your pandas are relatively almost always the same price. So right now, take advantage of your generic bullion. Buy silver for its metal content before we get into the holidays. Buy coins like, your constitutional silver, your generic rounds, your American Eagles, your Maple Leafs, because this is going to lower your dollar per cost average, also allowing you to stack more ounces for cheaper and build that foundation. I don't think enough people build a foundation when they get into the world of precious metals. You have to really build, a good amount of ounces so it's not affected regardless of what spot price does. If spot price jumps to $20 an ounce and you only have, maybe a tube of American Eagles, and the rest of your coins are pandas and kookaburras, koalas, the Queen's Beast series, then you're really your stack is very one-sided, and it's all up to the case of the coin's appreciating value, and has no type of foundation built around bullion. I can refer the same tactic to precious metals as well. If precious metals aren't rising, or if the foundation is meant off of bullion, then that's going to be incorporated in the future, whether it's spot price or their coin's appreciating value. Now, when you're looking at gold and silver as an investment, they have to have a foundation. And gold and silver have intrinsic value, which is the foundation. So regardless if people try to shame it or put silver and gold in a bad name, it has real value. It has intrinsic value, the same as your stack should have when it comes to bullion. That's how these two conversations can correlate to each other, because this is what separates precious metals apart from other investments like stocks, like bonds, like ETFs, like cryptocurrency. Because regardless of who says silver is worth what, the intrinsic value, the metal content of silver, is where the value lies. Same should go with your stack. Your stack needs to have a foundation, needs to have a balance, needs to have a built foundation to, regardless of what spot price does or not, at least your coins are appreciating, but you also do have a nice structure. Now, balance is definitely key, and I don't think enough people think about balance either. It's not a word I hear much of. I mean, diversity. I hear a lot about diversity and diversifying, and how you should diversify into gold and expand your portfolio. But having a balanced stack is a completely different subject. It's a completely different topic. Now, I made a video a couple months ago talking about my stack and what ratios I wanted balanced, and I think it was around like 75% of my stack is bullion, maybe like 10% is graded coins, and obviously this depends upon each individual. It's a very individual investment and a very individual strategy, because people have different buying time frames, different selling time frames, different financial situations. But if you are able to balance your stack out, then regardless of what happens, you will be secure and you will be safe from all aspects of the market, whether it is the political fear, economic, industrial, or even just the surplus. Regardless of any of these situations thrown at you, you could have profits and you can be capitalizing off of all of this. Even if you do go into gold, you can actually use the gold to silver ratio to your advantage, either trading silver for gold or trading gold for silver, and capitalizing off of any situation. So disregarding, whether spot price does lower or not, you can still make money off of it. And a lot of people, such as the day traders right now, are profiting even when silver does shoot down, because this is an indicator on where prices are headed for gold as well. I mean, gold moves correlating to silver, or I guess I should say silver moves correlating to gold, and are parallel to, a little slower. But if gold starts rising, then you can see a clear indicator that silver will surely follow suit a little longer. And more than 9 times out of 10, silver actually starts outperforming or outpacing gold after that catches up to it. So if you know these things, if you know the tools, and you learn how to apply them to your stack, you can easily and profitably start switching or adjusting your stack to fit the needs, or fit whatever situation it's coming to. So, I definitely think that right now you want to take advantage of these prices, because given all of the context, given all the information, this is going to be one of the last times we see silver prices low before we get into the holidays. And knowing that, you should definitely capitalize off of it. Now, if you do want to hold off, like the strategy I'm using, I'm saving up my fiat currency to make one big purchase during the Black Friday, Thanksgiving times, because that's when all of the newer coins are coming out and I can get better deals. Then that is also, that's okay for you, but you have to also think to yourself and reflect, do you already have a foundation? Because those coins are going to be more of the pandas, the kookaburras I'm buying. But if you don't have a foundation yet, if you don't have all those coins, then you definitely should should be rethinking, reflecting upon what would work best for you. Because yes, that's probably the best strategy for me right now, but you might need to focus on a different area of your stack. Maybe it's building a foundation, maybe you have more silver than I do, and maybe you need to be diversifying into other types of coins. So it really does reflect, or it's very individual, and you should be reflecting upon your stack and making these decisions based off of your own conclusions. And hopefully, videos like this will teach you how to do that, so you can become the most, or build your stack to the most profitable, expectations that you bring. Having goals, balance is definitely key. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I'm curious what you guys think about balance. Do you think you're going to be missing the boat? Do you think it's too late to invest in the silver and gold? Or do you think times will be slower and you'll have another 2-3 week window? Also, what is the window time frame, do you think? And also, what factors will be influencing these prices for the better or for the worse? I'm curious what you guys have to say. Is it the political side of it? Is it simply surplus? Is it the tensions around Iran, Hong Kong, U.S.-China trade wars? Or is it there are other factors that will be influencing the prices behind the scenes, the J.P. Morgan manipulation, the bubble scheme that's going on? Or do you think the dollar index is really what's motivating or pushing precious metals prices to the sky? I'm curious what you guys think. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this video, if you thought it was educational, informational, or just entertaining, make sure to smash that like button. It definitely helps promote and support channels like this that are trying to spread the message of gold and silver across the YouTube platform. But anyways, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys soon. Peace.